How did it feel?
Good. Yeah, they were. I thought we did a nice job. We, didn't look our very best somewhere in the end of the first quarter, the beginning of the second quarter. I think we were going to be able to outlast teams, just like we did last year. I told the team that I wasn't sure if our depth was a huge part of this team's success plan or not, but it has potential to be. And today it was. I think that we had more players able to play at a high level for longer than they had. So it was good. I thought we did some good things.
Jill played 17 minutes in the first
I know.
half, which is an awful lot.
I know. I didn't realize that. That's why I subbed her so quick in the second half. But she was playing well. We had some foul trouble with Katie and Melody, and so we were bringing in some subs. And Townie, she's a veteran now, and so I ended up, I think, feeling like it would be okay if we had Kaylee and Kaylin out there, or Lou and one of those two, as long as we also had a veteran. So if Jessie or Townie were out there, then it made me feel a little bit more comfortable. I think that's why she ended up with so many. But I do trust her. She knows what's going on. She's trying really hard to communicate in practice and make sure everybody's on the same page. And so I thought she warranted those minutes.
Is that part of the process for you, just trying to figure out how these different pieces work together in different combinations?
Yeah, we're actually talking a lot about that with the posts right now. I know that, like last year, Jen so often played with Mel, because we would sub one of them. We would sub her for Z, and then we would sub Mel for Leanne, and so trying to figure out how we can get Jen and Lee on the court together, but also sometime with Anna and Melody to have one of the twins with her, because they have more experience and a little bit more comfortable out there. And so same with the guards, just trying to figure out when you sub this one. And a lot of it has to do with who's tired, who's not performing well, who's in foul trouble. So there's more than just what you write down on paper that goes into it. But we're trying to work on that a little bit. And the reality is we have 6 guards. They're all going to get to play with the way we play. Same with the post players right now. With Eliza being out, there's 4 of them. They're going to get plenty of minutes, 5 with G. So just figuring out which combinations do work the best, and also what we can get most production from.
I heard it was an ankle injury?
Yeah, she hurt her ankle. It's just a sprain, yeah. So we'd expect her back in, I don't know. It's a high ankle sprain, so it's a little bit longer than the normal ones. But
is there any question of redshirting her at this point?
No, yeah.
You made a move there in the second quarter with Jessie and the Tongs in the backcourt. Conscientious move to kind of up things defensively for you?
Well, it upped things defensively, but also they can create a lot offensively. Jessie finished with 9 assists. Kaylin and Kaylee are both capable of that kind of passing numbers. And so we went to a ball screen offense. They could all of them can come off ball screens with confidence and shoot it, pass it. So I think that stretch did give us a little bit of a burst, and we did switch the offense. Our post-up offense was getting a little bit stymied. We were dribbling in places we shouldn't be. So that was a fun lineup out there. They actually created plenty defensively as well. But I would say the Trongs are more known for their offense than their defense right now, although they do get their hands on a lot of balls and create some stuff. So regardless, those 3 out there are fast, and they're crafty, and they're clever, and they make a lot happen.
You guys held them to only like a 33% shooting percentage from the field. What were the defensive keys you guys had going into this game that worked out for you?
We spent a lot of time this week working on our closeouts and just making sure that we were closing out properly to the drivers, and closing out a little bit harder to the shooters, and not letting them do whatever their pet move is right off the bat. So I thought we executed the game plan well. They set a lot of ball screens, and ball screen offenses. Or our ball screen defense, last week was not at its best, so we had focused on that as well. And I thought that a much better effort in both of those regards. So some cerebral defense, keeping them away from the ball screen, kind of slowing that part down, and then also just making them play to their weaknesses. So I think we had some people shooting shots that are not used to shooting shots from way out there, which was good for us. And we didn't let their drivers get past us to the rim very often, if ever, tonight.
Is it exciting having like a good mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen that are talented and can play on the floor for a good amount of minutes each game?
Yeah, I love this team. I think that they're a lot of fun. I think the fans are probably going to enjoy watching these guys play, and the new guys bring some life a little bit, and just you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You know what Katie's going to do, and you know what Jessie and Jen are going to do mostly, and Leanne. But so they just give us a different element, something new to look for, and keep your attention a little bit, because at any point something can happen. And then the veterans calm them down a little bit, and so they help refocus and make sure we're all on the same page and remind them what we're actually looking for, what's designed to do. So it's a lot of fun coaching them so far.
What do you guys do defensively to get you going?
Just communications. I know in practice we worked a lot about talking, especially on like ball screens and stuff. That was our main priority, and we did really well tonight.
You guys waited a long week for this game, and now it's kind of, you just hit the ground running. How excited is this group to really just keep this going?
We're really excited to keep going. Like you said, it was a pretty long week before we played our first game. Just practice and stuff, get repetition and stuff. But being able to play, we're ready. We're ready to start sprinting. Actually.
What do you like about your team today in this season opening win?
I think the biggest thing for me is just the way that we've shared the ball, especially in the second half. The coaches read the stats off to us, and I just think it's going to be a trend that every game it's going to be someone new as a player of the game, and I think that we all are really excited about that and are all really selfless players, so it's going to work out for us.
Early on, getting the ball an awful lot down low, is that conscientious thing, or were you just able to get open?
They put a lot of emphasis, our coaches did, on getting the ball down low and kind of punishing the smaller players. And then that would open up our outside shots, which it did. Katie really capitalized on that. And so that's just kind of the role that the coaches are wanting us to take, is starting the game off with like posting up really hard and just kind of set the tone early. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That chance to play with your sister, had a nice pass there in that first quarter. How was it out there?
It feels awesome. I can't really put it into words. It's just good to kind of get back to our old selves. It's been a little bit since we've been on the court together. And I don't know, I just feel like we kind of have like a little twin thing. I'm sure the Trongs would attest to it also. But it just feels good to have somebody out there where you know what they're going to do and how they play. So,
What do you take from this game and carry on with you to Thursday?
I would just say our intensity. We were able to outlast this team for all 4 quarters, and that's really big for us, especially early on. So hoping to just continue that into all the games the rest of the season.
Is it an exciting game to play, like not only with like familiar faces like Jill and your sister, but also these new faces, these freshmen that have come in and played consistent minutes? How fun is that?
It's awesome, and I think we're all so excited for Kale. She had a really big first game today, and we expect a lot from them moving forward. But I heard Lisa saying how they just bring something different to the team, and they do. And so it's so fun to play with them. You kind of never really know what they're going to do, if they're going to take it or dish it, but it keeps it exciting for sure.